As we approach the blessed occasion of al-Adha, this year we have a unique opportunity to come together and make a significant impact on the lives of poor and needy children in Gambia. We invite you to join hands with us in this noble endeavor. Your Qurbani donation will directly contribute to providing these essential meals. By contributing as little as £65, you can ensure that a Qurbani is performed and that the meat reaches these needy children in Gambia. Imagine the joy and relief your contribution will bring to a child and the immense reward you will earn in Jannah for this act of kindness. Inshallah, with Spot Project Qurbani campaign, let's make this Eid al-Adha truly special for the children in Gambia. Donate now, link in the description box below. Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters, I hope you are well. Are you aware that humor is forbidden in Islam? Wait, what? Islam is such a rigid faith that it forbids even light-hearted conversation and enjoyment. This is the common grievance voiced by an Islamophobe in public, that Islam is so severe that humor is forbidden. That is both true and untrue at the same time. Though, how? Let's look at Andrew Tate's most recent tweet, in which he made an objectionable and profane remark while trying to be funny. Andrew Tate recently tweeted that he is the Lord and because of that, one should bow down before him. While the tweet was not intended to be a call for shirk or disbelief, as Tate seems to have written down as a mockery, Muslims did not take it lightly and were ready to criticize him for it. Netizens blasted Tate, saying that such words should never be used by a believer. Even if the individual does not mean it, it is considered a severe sin. The deputy editor of the British Muslim news website 5 Pillars, Hussain, criticized Andrew Tate's tweet and urged Muslims to teach and educate Tate that such remarks, even in jest, cannot be spoken by a believer. He went on to say that because there are so many aspects of Islam that Andrew Tate needs to be enlightened about, Muslims everywhere should not blindly follow him. Of course, there are limits in Islam with regards to joking. A believer cannot just go around and utter whatever comes in his mind, even if his intention was just to make people laugh. Statements like "I'm your Lord" and "bow to me" express disbelief in Islam. These are not considered to be light words for a believer, and one should refrain from speaking them since they may even cause one to leave the Islamic faith. Yes, they are quite serious and weighty statements that many people say without giving them a second thought. Islam is not a religion that is against people having an entertaining time and enjoying themselves. But there are certain limitations and rules that one needs to be careful about when doing so. Jokes cannot contain any blasphemous or offensive statements that are considered offensive in Islam. They cannot be made about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or any other prophet. They cannot satire any hadith or verse from the Quran. They cannot involve lying, backbiting, or slandering. And last but not least, they cannot be made with the intention of hurting another person. Also, when someone makes such statements where he is asking the other to bow down, shows that he thinks himself better than the other. He assumes that he has a certain quality or feature that makes him better and more powerful than the other one. Even if one thinks in this manner, then too, he is committing a major sin. A sin that was committed by Satan himself, which is being arrogant and full of pride. It is somewhat disheartening that jokes like this, which either display their arrogance or worse, are blasphemous, are so frequently made by Muslims. It's quite doubtful that Andrew Tate thought twice before posting the inappropriate tweet. To succeed on the Day of Judgment, a person must abide by certain laws and guidelines when they join the Islamic faith. Even if he was joking, a believer cannot let his tongue loose and say whatever comes to mind. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "He who believes in Allah and the last day must either speak good or remain silent." It's very encouraging that a large number of Muslims spoke up to inform Andrew Tate, who had published this insensitive tweet, that this is not how a believer should behave. In Western culture, these kinds of remarks and jokes have become so commonplace that people often use really insulting language without even realizing it. We hope that Andrew Tate applies the guidance and recommendations from the Muslims to his life and becomes a more mindful believer. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all to the straight path. Ameen.
This year, give your Qurbani with Spot Project and earn immense reward. Choose from our livestock, cows, goats and sheep. so we can provide quality meals to the orphans, the poor and the families in need this Eid. Qurbani with Spot Project.